Welcome everybody to Road Atlanta. Today we're going to be using the Golf. You can see right there. We have not qualified. We're going to start pretty much at the back-ish part of the pack. I have not had much practice at Road Atlanta. It's been such a long time since I've been at this track. So this race is going to be quite interesting. It is absolutely brilliant that Forza eventually put this track in to be able to race on. It's been so long overdue since we've had a new track given to us, and this one is very much appreciated. Absolute brilliant track, making a great start off the line, looking at where everybody is and trying to feel my way through, trying not to be part of any sandwiches or chaotic moments up ahead. This corner here now as the S's start is quite messy, rubbing over that curb on the right hand side and coming out of the corner. You see everybody starts bottling up. It is wide, but you also need to take it at certain angles to maximize the track's width in itself. Honda comes back on track, comes in front, I back out, and then go up the inside. Everybody seems to love that little gravel patch. You got massive track limits on the right hand side there. The curb is very, very bumpy, but yeah, you could really ride over that. Breaking out the 200-meter marker, third gear coasting around through here. Then hard on the brakes down the second gear, rub that curb on the right and start accelerating out the corner. And along the back straight we go. Tucking up behind the Golf up in front, we have gained quite a few positions at the moment. We're in position 8, which is brilliant compared to what we started off as. And really we can only sort of improve as we're sending it down the straight, looking to see if we can make a move on the Golf. I don't think we're going to have the run. Coming on the left hand side, look at that for a 400-meter marker, hard on the brakes down the second gear, turning in, and we have that move. Absolute brilliant overtake. Now I would like to tell you all that the replays have broken again. I did for the last few races, click save replays, it says replay save succeeded. I go out of the lobby because I can't save it anymore. You know, you either have to continue or end the race lobby you're in. I back out, check the media folder, yep, it didn't save. And this has happened on quite a regular occasion. So we only have the cockpit view at the present moment until turn 10 realize that replays are a crucial part in racing games. Yeah, I don't know why it's broken all of a sudden. It was working, you could save up to 20 minutes beforehand. Now it's just not saving whatsoever. Forza have also implemented another update that they wasn't very vocal about. It's not well known. They have changed the way the tyre or the tyre wear is within these races to make things a bit more competitive. It used to be about 6 times tyre wear, but now we've been moved down to about 4 times tyre wear. So hard tyres will last, let's say, half of this stint, and then you change for another set and it'll last the second half. Where the other option is to go for 3 sets or 2 sets of mediums, for example, so you pick twice for mediums. It provides more of a variety within the strategy department. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. If you think that's a great idea. Braking at the 300-meter marker, down the third gear and turning in, and up the hill we go. Did lose the position to the Golf up in front, but for all I know they could be on a different tyre strategy than I am. So although we have lost the position, sometimes you got to think, okay, they could be on medium tyres, and I'm not going to be able to compete with that being on hard tyres. They're going to be much quicker than I am myself. Now, third gear, up the hill we go. It'd be great to know, honestly, and I have said this a few times already, it'd be great to know what tyres other cars are on as they enter the pits, for example, or as they exit the pits, to say what tyres they was on. You know, things like that. It'd be great to have that on the HUD at the top left within the leaderboard statistics. Now, this is where I make my first mistake. I brake a tiny bit too late and go off track and go into the gravel pit. But totally distracted what the Audi in front was doing, and I went gardening hunting, or sandcastle building, whatever you want to call it. Gravel castle building, if you really want to go down that route. Over the curb we go, and really the rest of this race just went fully downhill from there, and I really didn't gain any places overall at the end of this. Really, I was in most of the race by myself. It became quite a gap from the cars up in front and quite a gap from the cars behind. As you see right now, position 7 is 14 seconds away, whilst position 9 is 10 seconds away. I just lost total pace, and I just couldn't seem to recover from the overdriving and get it out of my head, if you get what I mean. I was compensating for the time I'm losing by losing more time. So let's try this again, shall we? Starting again, pretty much at the back of the pack. There are not many cars behind me. We are in position 18. It's been absolutely incredible. We've been having nothing but full lobbies in all the races I have been participating in, so I cannot grumble at that. And they are relatively clean lobbies as well, and some great fair driving. Looking to see if I can make a move up the middle here. A little bit of contact left and right. Car has gone off the track. They have gone gravel castle building. I think that's going to be the new one I'm going to use now. Gravel castle building. It's a bit of a tongue twizzler. Anyway, we're getting a few positions. We're position 14. Going to be in position 13 now, overtaking the Peugeot. And really trying to make my way past the MG up in front. Do believe the Golf might be a little bit quicker than the MG. Look at that. And Link has gone off track. And we're going to try and overtake the Honda Civic as well, which is trickiest Ricky. Well, this race has started off relatively well. Few cars have gone off track, but not that I can see if there's any contact that have gone off track. So we can't really go back. Taking the really tight inside line and getting a great run out of the corner. Hopefully I can keep away from the cars behind, or not keep away from them, more have a better run and pull away from them, and they don't gain too much on the slipstream. See, Mr. Plays in position 11 in the 308 has made a move on the MG and is trying to keep up within my slipstream, braking at the 400 meter board, down the second gear, turning in. Watching my mirror there, I didn't think they were going to stop in time. That was very close, but going over the hill and keeping to our left hand side. As soon as you get to the darker part of the track, just there, turning in flat out through the section, 120 miles per hour, and sending up the inside of Lavore, and see if we can also make a move on our votes up in front in the Mercedes. I ultimately decided to back out. It's not really worth it. I knew they were going to come over. They needed that length of the track, or the width of the track, sorry, at the speed they were carrying. Missing the curb totally, going off track, but thankfully not losing too much time in the sinking grass syndrome. Right, Mercedes does have a bit of funkiness and thankfully blocks the Lavorg from overtaking me. Keep up the inside of the Mercedes. Mercedes goes real wide into the gravel and off they go. The Lavorg has a spinning moment as well, and we're the only ones that came out alive from that one. Now we're trying to catch up to Mint up in front, which is Trebor 141. And I believe they're also in the Honda Civic. So we're in position 8 already, which is incredible. But whilst we have this little bit of breathing space, I'd like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Andy Good, Jeffrey Anderson, DMC Motorsport Sigmatic, Daniel Adams, John Burns, and AK47. Thank you very much, guys, for supporting the channel. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, hit that subscribe button to see more of this kind of content. Coming downhill, looking at a 400 meter marker, braking down the third gear, turning over the curb, and going through the S-bend as fast as we can. Up the hill we go, getting on the power as early as possible, keeping in between the lines, back onto the left. As soon as you get to that patch on the tarmac, covering over to the right hand side, and keeping your foot absolutely planted, and really trying to catch up to Trebor 141 up in front. I do believe the two cars up in front are battling each other. So it'll be interesting what this next corner is going to be like. Braking at a 400 meter board, turning in, down the second gear. We see they're trying to make a move upon each other. The yellow Honda is keeping the red Honda at bay. The red Honda has the inside line. Contact is made. Red Honda is through, and the yellow Honda is trying to recover. I'm going to go over to the right hand side, make a move on the DHL Honda Civic, and catch up to the red Honda up in front. Absolutely brilliant. Thankfully that chaotic moment there has benefited us overall. Now really got to try and catch up to Trebor and make a move upon them. They are very quick in that Honda, and I do think it's actually quite a strong car for the track, because the way the Honda handles, it really is a great car for this track, because you can really go through S's and it doesn't upset the Honda so much, where the Golf is great at an initial corner, but it's not good at going through an S-bend where you're swinging it left or right or right or left. It's when you swing the weight back over to the other side, the Golf can be a little bit funky, and the weight carried over does upset the handling a lot more than you would in a Honda. It could be my tune though. It could be the tune. I'm blaming the car because it's easier to blame the car than my own crappy work. Right, having a great run on Honda in the slipstream. Going to make a move on the left hand side. Try and have the inside line of the next corner. Looking out for the 400 meter marker. Braking just at the 400 meter bar. It's down to second gear, turning in, and an absolute brilliant move was made right there. Coming to the end of lap 8, we have made quite a gap from Treeball behind. They are now what RP Carhan has taken over, but they're 4 seconds away right now. A couple of cars have gone into the pit, so I could only presume they're on medium tyres. We are on a hard set of tyres, and we are pretty much eating through them. I think we might get a lap or 2 more out of them. Quite a few cars are in the pit actually. We're in position 3 right now, so we're on the podium. We'll have to bear in mind I do also have to pit, so the time I have gained up to now, I'm also going to lose when it's my turn to pit. Coming out of the pits at the start of lap 12, we made the tyres last 1 more lap. Thankfully, we haven't lost too much really in the grand scheme of things. Yes, we have come out, we are on position 8 behind the DHL MG, but we can make this time back. Surprisingly enough though, Atomic Blom up in front did have an amazing section through there and gained a massive amount of time. You see him right down there in the distance, turning that corner. And yeah, they definitely had a better pit exit than I did. They really gained that time, which was quite incredible. Braking down the second gear, turning in, and accelerating out the other side. Sorry, that's not a DHL MG. That is another... Well, I just assumed the yellow was DHL. Never mind. Anyway, Scotta Poptimus 86 does have a 1.4 second lead upon us. It did gain through that bit of section of the track. Not too sure what tyre strategy they are on. They could be on mediums or they could be on hards as well. But hopefully my idea works, that at the latter half of the race I can really start clawing back the time that we have lost. Looking to make a move up on the left hand side in this run, getting a great bit of slipstream thanks to the car up in front. Coming over to the left hand side, we're looking at defending a little bit, braking at the 400 meter board, down the second gear, turning in, and having another brilliant move done right there. Gotta say, that is a great place to overtake, and I managed to make it work a few times, surprisingly. Usually an overtaking spot for me goes horribly wrong. The last few times that corner has worked out massively in my favour, so if you're ever looking at overtaking, that is the corner to make a move on. Lap 16, I have lost a little bit of time from Atomic Blom up in front, but they are having a battle with that purple car. Thankfully, we have gained time from position 7 as well, who's 3.2 seconds away. Oh, that's a lot of dust. Something's happened there. And Atomic Blom, oi, steady on, buddy. Thankfully, we made that move work, and no contact was made there. Atomic Blom got blamed for that incident of a 4.5 second penalty. I think the penalty, they already had a 0.5, so they got a 4 second penalty for that contact. I wonder what happened there. I would love to be able to see, but the replays don't work. So yeah, thank you very much, Turn 10, for fixing the replays 11 months after release. Right, got to catch up to this car up in front. That's a Honda. Oh, they ghosted out, so not after catching up the car in front. But Atomic Blom is applying that pressure behind me. The Audi is a very competitive car, as we all know. So it's going to be hard to keep that guy at bay. Braking at the 200 meter board. Into third gear, coming around it. Oh, it's Tricky Ricky. Trickiest Ricky there in position 19. Well, that's not too bad. Now we have a great run out of that corner, accelerating out the other side. We are 9 seconds away from position 3, which is quite the gap. 10 seconds away now. Ooh, we're going to have to really try and find that time. I want to get onto that podium and not let Atomic Blom move. I should have defended this a lot better than I did. Braking down the second gear, turning in. They braked rather late and managed to hold on to it. That is credit where credit is due. I didn't think they would brake there. I braked late purposely to see if they'll like brake themselves and go into the gravel, and it has clearly bit me in the behind. Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose some. Braking down to fourth gear, sorry, turning in. And up the hill we go. Look at the way that car is going. They are certainly a very quick driver. I mess up this a good amount. I don't know why I went left, right before I even had to turn. But, you know, I was warming up the tyres for the corner. That's going to be my excuse there. Braking down to 4th gear. Trying to see if I can take it a bit faster and as wider than I can. Really getting out on those track limits. I am so shocked at how much room you have there. It's incredible. Braking at the 200 meter board, 3rd gear, turning in, accelerating out the other side, and then back onto the brakes down the 2nd gear, rub that curb on the right, and accelerating out the other side again. I was actually hoping I'll stay in the slipstream of the car up in front. I do seem to be reeling them in. I had a better exit from that corner than they did, but certainly not going to be enough to be able to reel me back in along this back straight, which is an absolute shame. We do have quite a lead from Scotty Potamus, 86 behind, 6 seconds away. So unless I make a mistake, we are free from any problems behind of having to defend. It's more a case of attacking and see if I can make some time up in the car in front. Atomic Bloom had an unknown issue there, and I managed to really reel them back in, so I can't really grumble at that. If they're going to be quicker than me, they might as well pull me through with them. That's what I'm hoping for. We are in position 5 still. Lap 19. Only this lap and one more to go. Come on. Can we work together and see if we can catch up to the cars up in front? That's what I'm hoping for. Or if the cars up in front have an incident, that would be much appreciated as well. I don't know if it's going to happen. Over the curves we go, down the 3rd gear and it's out the other side. You can really see that Atomic Bomb is absolutely sending that car. Atomic Bomb, if you do see this video, let me know if you're on controller or wheel. That'd be much appreciated, because the way you're really throwing that car into corners is insane. Certainly quicker than I am. Right. Wow, I'm a second off my best time. That is some terrible driving right there. Come on, you can be a lot more consistent than that, buddy. You could do better than that. Right, 1 second away. I'm not going to be in the slipstream. Hopefully it'll be quicker in this section of the track again like we was the last time. And actually keep up the car in front. Braking at the 400 meter marker, down the 2nd gear. Over the curbs we go, accelerating to the side. We are a tiny bit quicker than they are up in front. They did just have a better run there. We are neck and neck here. I think the first section of the track I actually really need to sit back and work upon and be a little bit quicker than I am at the precise moment. But we're in a solid position 5. I don't think, unless Atomic Blom makes a hash, that we're going to get in a position from them. Thankfully though, they do have that penalty. It could be why they're absolutely sending as much as they are to try and break away from me so they keep that position. Because that 4.5 second penalty is quite the penalty right there. Great thing is that we do see a set of cars up in front, which might only mean their tyres are cooked and we're reeling them in. So I know it's half a lap to go, and the latter half of the track is a back straight, which is a shame to an extent, because if it was a cornering section of the track and they had dead tyres, would really capitalize upon that. But as you can see, me and Atomic Bloom are really reeling them in, which is kind of insane, because we only have, what, 3 corners left? I wonder if we'll be able to make that position. Thankfully though, I am in a slipstream of the car up in front, so we are reeling that person in. It's just a case now, can we make it work on the cars up in front? If their tyres are goosed, we're going to be much quicker. I don't know what Atomic Blom did there. Looking at the inside, going to make a move, but ultimately don't have the corner exit. Accelerating up the hill we go. Round this corner, we didn't catch up to the cars up in front, but we're right up behind Atomic Blom. And we crossed the line in position 5. That is insane, and an absolute brilliant race. Oh no, in position 3, guys. I'm on the podium. How does that work out? Oh my gosh. Position 4 and a 7.5 second penalty. Oh, no way. Oh, that is brilliant news. That is brilliant news. Look at that. Oh yeah, I forgot Atomic Blom also had the 4.5 second penalty. So yeah, I would have gained that position from them. Oh, the MG has 7.05 seconds worth of penalties. And we only have 3 DNFs as well. 3 people quitting. Oh, that is brilliant news. I can't grumble at that. We're on the podium, guys. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.